Hey guys, it's Jeffrey here for the second video of Starchup Git tutorial. And this one I'm going to try and go over the practical example of how to do, git, commit, pushes, syncing, and all that stuff. And hopefully conflict resolution, although it's a pretty complicated one to demo because of multiple users, but I'll still try and do that. So yeah, hopefully it works out. So this is the demo repo. It's on the Starchup account, so I went ahead and cloned it over on my Windows machine here, and I'm going to do it right now on my Mac. So I'm going to do it over the terminal to show you guys how to do this, but it's just git clone and then the URL of the repo. So here it is, cloned it. So now I can open it up, and this is the repo in the Finder. And I can drag the folder into the GitHub app to enable it in that app right here. So now that it's on this Daniel account here, as well as on the my account here, I'm going to make some changes on both accounts. So first of all, I know I'm going to create some changes. So I'm going to say registration breaking. Create a new branch here. Oh, sorry. And the little plus button, create a new branch from dev. And let's create this branch. So now let's make some changes. So I'm going to pull up the register page here. And let's say I want to change the next button will now be nextest best, because I want to. So now I've got this little change here, so I can go over in my Git, say changed next button title, and let's commit that. So now I can publish this branch, and you'll see it'll pop up here on GitHub, or if not, you can always refresh. Oh well, I guess I didn't do it this time, but you can go on the right branch right here and click the pull request. So you want to do a pull request between dev and that, right? That is the branch name. So let's create a pull request, and yep, we're able to merge. Everything is okay. So let's do that. Now I'll come over here and I'll check this and maybe comment on it, and I'll merge it in. So now the Starchup repo, this example repo here, has an updated thing, and here on my account it's telling me, hey, you need to actually 4 commits behind. That's a lot. Oh well. I'm actually imagine that a couple hours ago, me here, Jeffrey, created a new thing for registration buttons. I wanted to change the name of the buttons myself, but I didn't know that Daniel over there was also doing that. So I'm going to open up my button, and I'm going to say I want to actually call nextest button, whatever that means. And I'm going to commit this. I'm going to say changed my button's name, and I'm going to publish this. I'm going to try and do, oh crap, oh yeah, just commit your change and then sync it. Now, yeah, now it popped up as I thought so for the other one. I'm going to create my pull request here, but it's going to say we can't automatically merge these branches. What? I'm trying to change from next to nextest, right? How come I can't? So, you're actually still going to create this pull request because you now need to manually fix those conflicts. So you're going to create this pull request here, even though it's going to say we can't merge it. But now you're going to go over here. You're going to go to dev. You're going to download every update. So you're going to click sync your dev branch. It's going to take everything that you were missing and it's going to be on your dev. And now you're actually going to try and merge the thing with the command line. So you have to do this. Well, you don't have to do this, but it's slightly easier. So you can open up your terminal, the same thing on Mac, and you can say git merge whatever your branch was. So your registration buttons. It's like, oh, there is a conflict. Now the good thing about doing it in the command line is that it's telling you exactly where the conflict is. Because see, you can always do it with the programmer here. You can do it right here. You can drag and drop and click merge, but it'll just tell you conflict. It won't tell you where. You know, you can do the same thing on Mac this way, which is a little different, but you can drag and drop and merge branches. It works the same way, but it doesn't tell you where the conflict is, which, you know, helps a little bit over here. So it's like, oh, you can't do this, and it's failing, and then merge whenever you have fixed the problem. So what it actually did right here is that it still merged everything on dev, but you could see in the commits that it actually added some weird thing. It still merged everything, but right here it didn't figure out what it was supposed to do. So let's open Bagger IDE, and let's open the file where there's a problem. And or we could just, you know, the reason why it doesn't matter if you do it with a terminal, because you can always click find or whatever ID you have, and then find this symbol. So like 4 or 5 arrows, and you'll see every file that there's a conflict in. So oh, we see here there's a conflict. This is where it starts. This is where it ends. I don't know what to choose between nextest best and nextest buttons, because, you know, one of us said this is the good version, the other one said this is the good version, so Git can't figure it out. So all you have to do now is, you know, pick whatever one you want or fix the problem. It probably won't just be a little thing like this. It probably be a big bunch of code. So now you do this. You fix the conflict, and then you go in dev here, and you actually have to manually merge to dev. So you have to say conflict resolution. Select the file, commit it, and now sync it. So you can see that the history is actually merging and the conflict resolution. So now you've actually already merged yourself. So there was no, see how the pull request was actually successfully merged and closed, because even though it was failing earlier, you had to do it manually via the terminal. So this has actually been merged, and right now everything is working. So I'll delete the branch, and everything here will be working. So this is how you fix Git conflict, basically. It's sort of strange because it bypasses the whole review process. So normally what I would want you guys to do is whenever you've done this, you tell me, hey, I've fixed the conflict over on my local computer. Conflict, can I merge now? And I'll be like, okay, or not okay, you know, no, we're pushing this thing, you can't merge right now, or yes, go ahead and merge your conflict resolution right now. And then, you know, you can go ahead and do that and everything will be well. So hopefully though, there shouldn't be any conflicts, because, you know, as long as you keep syncing your dev branch and you don't exactly work on the exact same line, you know, Git should be smart enough to understand a lot of the problems. So that's the gist of it. Hopefully it was useful, and let me know if you need anything else. There's a crap ton of videos online and for all this stuff too, so feel free to go check those out and learn up on those. Alright, see you guys later.